Alright, so before we start talking about Poofessor, I just want to mention that I've seen a lot of people in the Blasters Plus Plus Discord server mention, oh man, my Poofessor isn't reworked. And, well, maybe not exactly that Poofessor wasn't reworked, but that they can still see Tutor and Massive Face on their screen. If that is the case for you, you will not be able to use this rework. You have to download from, the same game banana link, but you have to go to the bottom of the page and download it through MediaFire. I'll put the image up on screen now, but yeah, just make sure you download that version. I'll put a bunch of Mr. Beast red arrows all over it. Hopefully that's enough of an indicator for everyone to find out where it is. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Now on to our regularly scheduled programming. Poofessor is an S-rank ranger yokai of the Shady Tribe. He has a base HP stat of 418, a base strength stat of 136, a base defense stat of 154, and a base spirit stat of 252. He's of the fast speed tier and has the skill biochemistry, which is what makes Snobble so good and increases the effects of all of his negative and spirits by 25%. For moves, you've got, Reap, which is just, standard range day drain. You've got Pooped Out as your ultimate, which decreases the foe's attack power by 30%, I believe. Pair that with biochemistry, that's like, I have no clue what 30% of that is off the top of my head, but I don't know, like 30 something. Because big offense drop, that'd be 25% of that, that'd be 50% drop. But I don't know. I don't know what that does. I think they both stack though. I think that would make like 70 at least, like 75 something. It's a pretty good. But this isn't all. You've got Void for just a very powerful drain you can throw out. Multi-drop in Spirit, which I'm just gonna be honest, they're never gonna use this. I think that big offense drop and Void are really what shape your set. But one thing that will never change is Info Dump. This move is insane. Just plain and simple, I'd say it's one of the best moves in the game. This entire yokai is built around this move and this move only. This is what gives him the legend status. If he did not have this move, he would be way worse. He'd probably have Evasion over it, and I'd still really like him because I just love Reap, Evasion, and Void. I just think that's a really cool kit, but that's just me. Info Dump puts bosses into chance time. Any boss put into chance time. That is crazy. Chance time is something that you're supposed to work for. This guy just gets to do it for free, and obviously, you want to capitalize on it as much as possible. So, Cicada Soul. Movement speed. Not movement speed, that is move meter. I say movement speed every time. I've recorded this video, I think, twice now, and I've said movement speed both times. It's move meter. Move meter is how fast your move when you click a move and the little circle goes empty, that's how fast that refills. 2% lasts 4 seconds. It's pretty good. You want to abuse this and spam Reap from afar as, you're a ranger yokai. You're trying to range the enemy. And you want to build up your ultimate. You want to build up your speed so you can use Info Dump over and over and over and over and over again and just stun the boss into oblivion. Poofessor is best used as a support unit, not as the main unit. Like, having a team of all healers kind of sucks for this guy, because, that's not what this guy wants to be doing. Let's give him... Oh, wait, sorry. Before I give him an item, I just want to tell you that either of these moves are viable. You can kill the enemy's defense, but for the first round, I want to run Void, because since this guy's my only damage dealer, I want to go with a more offensive set. So we're going to do Pink Heart. We're going to do Pink Heart Cicada Soul, which is your standard, offensive Poofessor stat, I'd say. And we're going to do a boss that I think that Poofessor has a lot of trouble with, actually. We're going to do Captain Thunder. Poofessor has a lot of trouble with Captain Thunder because he's a very jumpy boss. And considering how jumpy he is, you can frequently miss your info dumps. And missing an info dump is absolutely soul-crushing. You never want to miss an info dump. To the point where I will sometimes wait on these enemies. Like Captain Thunder, I waited for him to do that first jump because he does it a little earlier than everything else, just so I can line up that info dump. It's kind of crazy just how important this move is to his kit. If I were to compare this yokai to any other, just so it's easier to digest, I'd say it's kind of like Hinazal, except instead of having the immediate power of a move as insane as Blockbuster Beam, you replace that for a stronger stun. Like, you know, he has Paralyzed Blockbuster Beam. That's usually what you're running on Hinazal. And Cicada Soul, I feel like, unless you want to run a Frunyarn Soul too, which is also pretty good, but yeah, you just get like a stronger drain. You get a bigger payout with, yeah, you have a move that, oh my god, I'm just tripping up over all my words. You have a move that gives you a bigger payout at the cost of your just general strength, because Blockbuster Beam is a really amazing move. You have no problems comboing with that. You have no problems holding on to Paralyze to stun bosses out of crucial moves. With Info Dump, you don't really have that luxury. You want to be clicking that as much as possible. You do not want this boss to be able to, you do not want any boss to be able to move. Which is also why I would consider Poofessor's best partner in any case scenario to be himself. I think that 2 Poofessors is the play, especially if you're online. Using 2 Poofessors is just absolutely insane, because they can, you know, they can abuse their own chance times to combo off of each other. It's a really cool and unique playstyle that the Blasters Plus Plus team sort of kind of encouraged with the introduction of Info Dump. It's a really crazy move. But yeah, Captain Thunder is really scary for Poofessor because he moves a lot. I wouldn't say he's as scary as the Robo-Kais, though, because those guys spam Super Turbocharge, or I think it's called Super Turbocharge, and whatever the one that the other one has, but that breaks your combo, and they're stuck flying around and about, and it's really, really annoying. Poofessor is kind of a support unit of a yokai. You're not really using him as a main damage dealer, but I prefer this set anyways, because running big offense drop kinda sucks all the time. Especially if you're running him solo, which is why I wanted to emphasize this guy as a support unit instead of an offense unit. This guy can absolutely dish out some damage with Void, but if you're running big offense drop, for example, I wouldn't be doing this at all. This fight would take probably twice as long if I didn't have Void, and I wasn't constantly clicking Reap to speed up the speed at which I could be using Void. Man, I am not used to comboing with Cicada Soul specifically. I'm so used to the 5 seconds of every other thing that running all the way over there, running all the way over here just to lose my combo so quickly is pretty crushing, but to be honest, it's deserved. Cicada Soul is an insane item. Sprytron, I think, has a whole video on how it is. I think it's like 30 minutes long. This is absolutely broken. I think this item enables some of the most degenerate strategies in this game. But I digress, Click, click, click. Oh. Oh, I've got my info dump. I want him to fly. There he goes. See? Sometimes you just know. You just know. You gotta be really safe around some bosses. I know you want to throw it. I said you want to throw this move out as much as possible, but you do have to be careful. Like, if you think the boss is gonna move, wait, save it, because it's not gonna be worth waiting all that time all over again just to use this move. But there we go. Ultra Captain Thunder. He's done for. Dunzo. Killed. Hope we get a material, and yeah, we did. That's pretty nice. Oh my goodness, is that a Great Orb right there? Oh my lord, I'm so happy to have this. Somebody just pooped out on this door right here. What boss should I do next? I'm not sure, but when I do a boss, what I need to do is, oh, Captain Thundersoul. That's nice. I already have one of those, but I mean, it can't hurt. You can't really be hurt to have more soul food. I do really like Captain Thundersoul too. I think it opens up some really unique play styles, especially if you use it on like some non-critters. First, let me take away these from Princess Pearl, and let's just run another attacker. Actually, what am I doing that for? I think I should give her back her bauble and her grain postal, and then instead of this guy, I run like... Sure, Frosttail. I like Frosttail. He's pretty cool. You know what? Nah, let's do Komashura. I don't want this guy dead. I want this guy eviscerated, crushed into pieces. I have to find him first. We have to go to all legendaries. That should be up here, and yeah, there we go. Komashura. And then we just give this guy what? We give him triple fever and DJ Swirls plus soul. Yeah. This is my character review. This is my character review for Komashura. Use the fire moves. You use all the fire boosts, and you kill everyone. It's pretty crazy. Komashura is really cool. Maybe I'll do a video on him at one point, but honestly, no, I won't. I feel like he's too boring to make a video on. I'd even change my set. I was about to just jump into another fight using the same set. If you want to do a more support-oriented set, you can do big offense drop and invocation bubble. There it is. Originally, I was going to use Unpleasant on this team, but I still don't have 2 invocation baubles, and I don't really have a reason to use 2. I mean, you don't really need that much debuffing on any one team. Let's think. Who should we do? How about a devourer? Sure. Yep. Let's hold this until we make it to him. So we can cut his attack just in half during this roaming phase. Speaking of roaming phases, I would absolutely not recommend using Info Dump during these. I know it might be a little tempting, but I don't know, there's no real reason to use it on these 2 phases. Like, you're killing the first phase so fast usually, that I feel like there's just never a point. Like, maybe you do it with McCracken, because McCracken has a threatening enough first third. Oh! I feel like McCracken has a threatening enough first phase for it to be reasonable, but on average, just, I don't really see him ever doing it that much. I'm really happy to have Komashura here. This guy's crit every single fire attack he's used. Is he just doing crazy damage, or is this guy weak to fire? Yeah, I think this guy might just be weak to fire. That might be unintentional, though. That was entirely unintentional. I didn't even mean to bring... Yeah, this guy's definitely weak to fire. Can I eat you? Yeah, some of my favorite voice acting in the whole game. I really like how he sounds. But let's do our big offense drop, and then let's stun him in place. And we just wail on him. Now we've got our ultimate, and then we click, pooped out. There we go. I feel like the Void set is way more fun than this one, because single player, you want more damage, and even online, I feel like I prefer using Void. It feels like I'm just contributing more, and it feels like I'm much bulkier with an option that drains for that much in Void. Whoop. Whoop, let's do that. Meteor. You're gonna do the big slam. It doesn't even matter. I think his attacks cut so much that it won't even... Alright, now I gotta lure him away from the bots, because this is like Boss Melter 5000. No, 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 no. Oh. Stun. There we go. And now where is this guy? Where is he? Oh, he's just back? Sure, man. I thought he was going to be done for. Nope, we gotta lure him away. You know what? We're just going to die. Hey, come on. Come on, anyone but Komashura. Come on. Oop. There we go. Devouring Dervish again. Hermit's dead. Is Kermit? Everyone's dead. I have to revive Komashura. He's gonna eat this. Oh. Oh, come on. Salt. Why am I not playing as Poof? Okay, there we go. He's in chance. Okay. Come on. Okay, he's getting revived. I just have to make sure. And then we can pair that into another one. Komashura, what are you doing? Oh no, I'm going straight to Komashura. I ain't even risking that. Kill him. Kill this freaking orcanos. I cannot let this thing die. Come on. Come on, burn him. Die, 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 die. I need this guy out. No. And he ate. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we're done for. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest, but I really doubt that we're gonna win. Yeah, 300 damage? Jesus. It's over. Yeah, it's over. Mount Eater, look at that. He's gonna use Devouring. Yeah, it's done for. This run's over. We're as good as gone. Just retire. This is as good as gone. Man, if only you didn't let him eat that freaking orcanos. See, that's why I don't like using Poofessor. Poofessor. That was more of a Komashura showcase, wasn't it? Let's try that again. Do we try that again? Let's try that again, but I'll play as Komashura the whole time. The thing is, this. Oh nope! Don't do that again. I don't think I've even gotten him to eat orcanos. I'm shocked that he did it that quickly.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, this guy's definitely weak to fire. And even then, the AI is surprisingly competent as Poofessor. Maybe they don't spam drain and build up combo and do all the things that I was talking about earlier, but they're not that bad. Though they do tend to miss info dumps a lot more often. Alright, he's done for. Can I eat you? No! No, 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 no! That's fine. I'll eat it. crucial info. Well, not really crucial, but very helpful info dump. Firing Dervish, he's gonna come. Come on. Yep, come on. This away. Missed? Okay, I thought he'd have to dodge into it again. He's gonna sit there? Cool. I'll eat it. Another devouring dervish. This is bad. Dodge into him. There we go. I have to kill those patrolling Oni. Okay. Is this thing still alive? Get out of here. And then now that he's chanced, we can rip Solts and just watch that. Uh-oh. Whoop. Whoop. Foolish Devourer gets absolutely juked. Oh shoot, we gotta go to the Oni. Please let me target the Oni. Targeting the Oni, I mean, these guys is pretty annoying. No, die. Bro. Well, I think they're dead. That's nice. I think I can incinerate him while he's... Yeah. That's overheat. I think I can... And, yeah, you can stun him out of that. I didn't know that. At least I haven't tried it. Probably just because I haven't fought to Devour that much in general. Especially not as freaking Poofessor. Then I just click Shuro Shower and there. That's how this whole attempt went, actually. That first attempt never even happened. Orcanos who? Orcanos who? Can't believe I even let him eat Orcanos. That was pitiful. There we go. See there, this is how the run should have went. That was a bit more of a Koma Shura showcase there, but it's a-okay. But anywho, yeah, that's the showcase. That's how you use Poofessor. Bro, don't use him. That's how you use Poofessor. Don't use him at all, actually. Just never even think of it. But yeah, I promise you that set is better in multiplayer than it is in single player. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed learning with little old me. Alright, bye.